Hello everybody and welcome to the video. So I'm Matt, Retro Matt, and if you've caught my other videos you know that I'm heavily into Magic the Gathering, and as the screen might suggest, that's what this video is about. So we are going to be playing effectively the deck. So the deck that's played in Legacy, well, more old school than Legacy and Vintage nowadays. But the deck that I used to play in paper was when it was kind of a Legacy-ish deck, but mainly through Magic the Gathering, the PC client. So before we start, I just want to give you a few bits and pieces, tidbits, a little bit of info about this game. So first of all, as you can see, well, that's the original copy of the game. So always play originals, people. Support the publishers. So this game is really difficult to get running on a PC, and Windows 10 even more difficult. But it is possible. It's a lot of messing around. There are two other expansions for this as well. So there's the Duels of the Planeswalker expansions and the Shadows of the Ancients expansion. So they both add more cards, more complexity. And when you pitch all three into this, every PC is going to be different, so it's not worth me doing a tutorial on how I got it running. What I will say is there's a lot of information out on the internet, so if you do want it, you want to grab yourself a copy of this, I'd highly recommend getting the expansions as well and then configuring it all together, all in one. Otherwise you are going to be there for hours and hours and hours, and I can testament to that because over the years as I've had to set it up on different PCs, it's been different every time. Anyway, I use Magic the Gathering Shandalar a little bit different to how the game's normally played. So normally it's obviously Magic the Gathering, like everybody knows. There's the card-based game there that you have to play, but they've built a little world around it. Now in this little world you have to run around completing quests, getting mana links for extra life. You have to defend the cities where you've got links. You have to complete, as I say, complete quests to run off and go and get cards and get gems so that you can use special items. So there is a whole little other game going on in here as well. So if you want to see that, I'd highly recommend checking out on YouTube some of the other videos. In time, likely this channel will have more videos for Shandalar if you want to learn a bit more about it. What I will say is I play this game different to how it was intended to be played. So the premise of the game is there's 5 wizards towers. You have to stop them taking over and defeat the 5 wizards. So I don't defeat the 5 wizards. I just use this so I can play any deck pretty much I want in an unrestricted format, because there's no restrictions here. You can play every card to the maximum complement in your deck provided you've completed the quests to let you do it. So you can have 4 Black Lotuses, you can have 4 Ancestral Recalls, you can have 4 Timetwisters, you can go absolutely nuts. And as you'll see, that's what I've done, and that's why I enjoy this game so much, because you can play everything unrestricted. You're not going to offend WotC, you're not going to offend Hasbro. You can just play to your heart's content against the computer. Now the computer, it's an old game. It makes silly mistakes. So what I tend to do is I'll play it out as if the computer hasn't done something stupid. So for example, if it can attack with a 2/2 and kill me as lethal on board and decides not to do it, and I'm all tapped out, I'll just class it as a loss. However, the deck that we're playing today is what I would consider an unlosable deck. I'll be honest, I can't remember ever losing a match against any of the computer opponents in the game with this deck, because it is just so busted and so powerful. As I say, the deck was kind of loosely based, to my mind, on this. Now obviously the deck in old school has a lot of restrictions. The community have placed those on it, and understandably so. Cost prohibitive, obviously it makes those decks ridiculously powerful, as this will show. But for an MTG enthusiast such as me, being able to play this format on this game it's utterly bonkers, and I love it so much. Complete unrestriction with the expansions that are available. But again, I'll let you do your research. You can see what cards there are and available. I don't really want to spoil it too much for everybody, apart from spoiling this deck, because it's utterly busted. Okay, so let's just load up our save game and go over to my secondary monitor. This is complicated, so I'm not going to be looking at you, unfortunately, this time. I am going to be looking at my second monitor to play this game until I've got it up in my studio area, so apologies. So let's load. So someone's going to be attacking a tower, but we've just run into a Beastmaster. Let me just... There we go. It was a little bit loud for you there. Okay, just so we can see the game I played deck. So, do I want to duel a Beastmaster? It doesn't have many health, but it will let us go through. Actually, we want to show you the deck first, so we'll just pay the 100 gold here and we'll run away. Let's go back to the city. Okay. And again, we'll just cut down the audio so you can hear me. Right, so let me show you this deck. Sorry, I have to keep going to my screen. There we go. Okay. So, as we can see here, this deck is already busted from it. You can tell I've got 4 Black Lotuses, 3 of these Moxes, because trust me, I tried squeezing 4 in, it was just overkill, you don't need it. 3 Lightning Bolts, 4 Ancestral Recalls, 3 Counterspells, 3 Remove Souls. Pretty much they're not ever going to get anything on the board through these 2. Timetwister, Film Hand, just loads of removal. Serra Angel comes in quite often to kill people. Mishra's Factory, I 2-2 people down with that. Strip Mines for obvious reasons, and then just a land base. Now, in the game, to build this is going to take you a while. Now, obviously, I've been playing this years and transferring my saves over, so obviously I've got quite a bit available to me here on my different saves. Anyway, so there we go. That's the deck. So, we'll just go in. And we will we'll leave the village and we'll go and fight somebody. Just so we can see what's going on. Okay, an Elementalist. So let's see how easy we can kill this Elementalist. Okay. Okay, as I say, the AI is a little bit stupid in this. It's playable though, and it certainly can beat you with some of the less powerful decks. So we'll play first, and that's pretty much game over every game. Don't worry about antis. Okay, so Mishra's Factory. Get that ready to go and attack. We had this left over from a previous duel, a quest that we completed. In we go. Now, those familiar with MTGO will recognise these here. So, the original MTGO client that came online that most people remember, if you go all the way back before V4, V3, etc., it kind of evolved from here. So, most of the card engine and logic will have moved over from this original game because the groundwork was already built. With the new MTGA Arena, they may still have aspects of this. I'm not familiar with the code base well enough to know that, but this was the original client that was built. I can't see that they've thrown everything away. Even if there's just one line of code left over, I would say this is probably still in there somewhere. Hey, what do I know though? Okay, so back to the game. So the Elementalist only got 9 life. It's pretty unfair. It's best when if you really want to go all out and you get to the state in the game, obviously with the set, you can just go out, kill all the wizards, kill the end guy, see if you can get it for thousands and thousands of years. It is possible, but I just like jumping in and out and playing the various decks in here. I'll draw a card. What we're going to do here, I mean, we'll play out Black Lotus because then we've got a Counterspell. Play Strip Mine, but we're just going to pump our Assembly Worker using the Strip Mine for now. They can have 1 mana. Done. Before combat, and in we go. Attack, attack. Smash. Two land, done nothing. As I say, this is a pretty unfair matchup. We have a Serra Angel we can play. Should we do that? Because we have a second Black Lotus. Why not? Why not? Because we can. So let's sack that for white. And there you see one of the silly mistakes. I should have manually clicked the mana. I do forget in this game because I play MTG Arena too much, and it's. But yeah, that shouldn't have tapped that, and I would have been able to go in with the island to kill. But hey, it's okay. They're not going to win. I was just sending the goblins anyway. They're dead next turn anyway. 3 damage. Okay, you can do 3 damage to it. And a fireball. I don't think so. I'll sack that for blue. Oh, and Mana Burn as well. Just to really go old school and retro. This is true old school to me, is this game. Ruby, it's overkill. Done. There we go. And then obviously we're playing part of the game here. There's a Mox Sapphire in here. We've not been in there, so we'll take the clue. It puts us another one on the map. And a duplicate card. Fantastic. Do bear with me. We have our Lotuses. I believe we've got our Rubies, Sapphires and Pearls. We've definitely got the Timetwisters and the Ancestral Recalls. So we're just going to go, I think, for value, which is the Black Lotus. It's still the most expensive card in the game. Yes. And back to town. And there we go. Back to my desktop. Okay, so that was Magic the Gathering Shandalar. So I gone a bit crazy with my setup here. I do apologise. Let's just go to the standby screen. Here we go. There we go. There I am. Sorry for that. Minor technical mishap. But that's what you get when you're doing one-shot videos. So anyway, that was Shandalar. I very likely will make more videos on that with some decks. I'll probably make one with a more worthwhile adversary, shall we say, to really show that deck go through its paces. Because when it goes off, when you're fighting a 20 health monster that's actually able to counterspell and interact with you, that creature had no chance of interaction there. It really does do crazy, ridiculous things. Just looking at the deck list, I'm sure you can see what is possible there. Okay, anyway, that was it for today's video. So thanks for joining me. If you like what you saw, please like, subscribe, comment below if there's anything specifically you'd like to see in Shandalar. Obviously, I have access to all the card repository, so I can pretty much play any deck people would like to see, with no restrictions whatsoever. Sky's the limit with the card pool available. So obviously there is still the 4 limit. We can't break that golden rule. But other than that, it's sky's the limit. Okay, so thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next video.